Yo, what up guys? Today we're gonna do a video on my everyday carry stuff as far as tools or what's in my tool pouch, whatever you want to call it. Show you guys what I wear in the shop and what tools I keep on me. So let's check it out. So before we get into this stuff, quick shop update. We did start cleaning some stuff out of here. Yesterday got rid of like 2,500 pounds worth of scrap plywood. It's a bit of a problem, but so we did a dump run yesterday. We're getting the keys for the new shop tomorrow, and we're gonna get in there. I am gonna take down that middle wall in the new space, so it'll be one big open space. And yeah, we'll get in there tomorrow and I'll show you guys that. We do have the first video. It's going to be a series on the whole shop move because there's going to be a lot of content. So we'll break it up into like a little series and setting up the new space. So I'm excited for that. That's going to be cool. So keep an eye out for more videos on that. All right, so here we go. The stuff I carry on me in the shop. Now let me start by saying I love watching everyday carry videos on YouTube. I like seeing all the gear, pocket knives, all that kind of stuff. However, I hate carrying a bunch of stuff in my pockets, no matter what I'm doing. It drives me nuts. I don't like to have tons of things on me. So work-wise, I don't really carry a ton of stuff on me. Back in the day, when I got out of high school, or even when I was in high school and I got out of high school and I was working doing construction, remodeling and stuff like that, I hated tool pouches. Like, could not stand them. I always wore them because, well, if I didn't, I wouldn't have had a job. So had to wear the tool bags, but I couldn't stand wearing big tool bags. I tried all different kinds. So what I carry is very minimal. Now, working in a shop is much different than working on a job site, remodeling and stuff like that. I do wear the same thing when I'm installing. However, I sometimes use a different tape measure, and you'll see why. But this has evolved over the years. Basically, within the last year, I added this little tool pouch. So this is just an occidental leather. I don't even know the model number or whatever, but my buddy down in California, AJ from Ghost Tree Woodworks, he turned me on to this, and I've been wearing it for about a year now, and I absolutely love it. I wear it on my left side, and it just hooks, your belt just goes through it. I keep a couple things on here, and it's light. And it's really great. I really like wearing this thing. What I used to always just wear the tape measure clipped onto my belt, and that was it. And I would lose my tape all the time. I would have tape measures all over the shop because I'd put it down and wouldn't clip it back on my belt, and I would always be looking for a tape. With this, my tape is always in here. I always have my tape. So what do I keep in this thing? First, the tape. I like these little Stanley 16-inch tapes. I know they're super small, they're super light, and that's why I like them. It's not bulky, fits in here actually perfect. But even before I had this, I've been using these tapes for years. Not the best for being on site installing, if you need to like measure between walls, stuff like that. I have other tapes. I have a bunch of like the Milwaukee wide, like fat tapes that I keep in the van and in the truck when we're out installing. But these in the shop are my favorite. And they do, after a while, they do bend and get creased and stuff like that, but they're cheap and you just replace it. I think you can get like 4 packs of these for pretty cheap on Amazon. But yeah, I really love these. Then I keep in this pocket just Milwaukee razor knife. Always need a knife. And then in the other pocket, little machinist square. Always have a square. You always need a square, right? And then I don't have it on me actually right now, but I normally always have a pocket knife in my pocket as well that I carry. And so I always have that on me also. But this is awesome. So then I always have a pencil, usually right in my hat. Sharpie, always have a Sharpie on me for labeling parts and stuff in the shop. And then this is my favorite tool, the best tool for me. Like this thing, I reach for more than any other tool here. And this is just it's a Starrett 6-inch metal stick ruler. When I worked at a shop in Connecticut and my boss made us have these. You had to have this, a pencil and a tape measure on you at all times. But these things are incredible. So the other thing I really like about this, it has these little graduation lines on the end, which is super helpful for setting up machines. You know, I can set up my shaper and bring my cutter up to the right height and just lay this down rather than having to put it on its side and it's kind of tilted. I can bring it up. I need to bring it up a 1/2 inch. I can bring it up a 1/2 inch. I can set my table saw blade, anything to different heights. This thing is also 3/4 of an inch, so you can gauge things with that. I use this thing opening up paint cans. I use it for probably more things than I should, but I absolutely love these. I use this when I'm milling material, gauging the thickness and stuff like that. I'll reach for this over my tape measure. So this thing is awesome. And there are other brands, but I really like the Starrett. I mean, Starrett stuff, they make machinist tools. Their stuff is really great. And I like these because it's kind of got a flat finish on them. Some of the other ones I have are a little more glossy, and it's hard to see. Sometimes it's hard to see the lines. So the Starrett ones are legit. I've got 4 of these or something, and then I've got a couple other brands as well. Essential for me. I've gotten so used to using these over the years. I really love these. So that's it, guys. That's the stuff I carry. Like I said, I'm not big into having tons of stuff on my hip. You know, when I am out installing, I always have this one in my pouch, but I usually always have another tape measure nearby because, like I said, these aren't the best when you're out installing. And then I have my install kit obviously as well when I'm installing, so any other tools I need are close by. And eventually we'll do a video on my install kit once I get it reorganized because it's a mess right now, and we'll go through everything I have in there as well. But that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what questions you have or comments, anything like that. And we'll see you guys on the next video in the new shop.